Am I on? Hey, what's happening, everyone? This is your boy Tech Tricks back with another video. And today we're going to talk about the iPad Pro. And I have a feeling that Apple has a big thing coming this WWDC 2020, the biggest thing ever to come in WWDC. So here we go. So, as mentioned before on my past videos, let me know if the audio is any good because my past two live streams are no good, and I'm really sorry about that. Let me know. Right now, I'm using the AirPods and connected to my phone. Let's see if my audio is using the AirPods. Yes, it is. So hopefully this will improve the audio. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, back to the topic of iPad Pro. I'm all about the iPad Pro, and I've actually went into a conclusion that I will never buy a MacBook again. I had a MacBook 2010 back when I was still in school when I first started my college. I'm an electrician by trade, and when I was doing that, I bought a MacBook Pro, thinking I'm gonna use it, but I never really did use it for school. I just used it for a little bit of gaming, a little bit of multitasking, just a computer that you can bring with you. And I had a 15-inch MacBook, and I found it quite heavy. It never really left my house, so a desktop or an iMac or a Mac Pro would have would have sufficed, would have helped me better. But anyways, the iPad Pro for me is quite powerful. I've been using it for a lot of uh, editing with my YouTube channel, and I'm still trying to learn LumaFusion, and there's limitations to it. With the iPad Pro, though, with its potential, it's a very powerful device, and I'm really amazed how fast it can render 4K and how it can do all these things, multitasking, and it's crazy. Wonder why this is my. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm like super bright on this one. See if this will change it. Sorry, guys. So, anyways, yeah, I find the iPad Pro is something that's very useful device, and I've been using it since day one. Actually, when I got the iPad Pro 2018, um, we went on a trip, and I was like, "This is actually something that I could use." And I didn't even have the Apple Pencil; just the iPad Pro was good enough for me. And I find that the iPad Pro was able to fulfill my needs on computing. I was able to read books, edit some videos, even take some videos with its camera. And actually, a really good camera on the iPad Pro. And I like how Apple even added Face ID to it, added a beautiful back camera to it. It's amazing how much they can pack in a small device. And now, as rumored for WWDC 2020, they're gonna Apple might be are developing ARM based uh, processing added to their MacBooks. And I don't know what you think about this. Comment below what if this is a good thing or not. But this is a really good thing for Apple. Now, I don't know if MacBook Pros are actually gonna go away, or maybe just the MacBooks. But I think my MacBook Air is pretty much done. It's a dead device because you can get a MacBook Pro 13-inch, and it's about the same size now. MacBook Air, when it came out before, was revolutionary because it's such a small device. It's just a thin device, and you can bring it anywhere with you. But that's pretty much replaced by the iPad Pro. And there's even rumors on the iPad Pro where it's strong enough to even power Final Cut Pro. So imagine that Final Cut Pro and Logic X Pro, all these pro apps, pro programs from the MacBook are coming to the MacBook or to the iPad Pro. And that's amazing for me to be able to have a device kind of like the iPad Pro, very small device, very thin, very lightweight, very versatile device, and have all these programs available for it. But I can basically get rid of the MacBook. Now, I'm not sure if this will replace the bigger MacBooks like the 15-inch and the more powerful ones, but it's a great potential as well in the near future that this could happen. So just imagine your MacBook Pro as thin as the iPad Pro, and having the iPad Pro line up in, you know, with a 13-inch. I mean, we already have iPad Pros. Like right now, we have iPad Mini, iPad Air. It's kind of a messy lineup actually. But once Apple updated every single one and it's good to go, like right now, iPad Mini is still looks like the old one. So they updated that with the ones with the like the iPad Pro bezel-less, put Face ID on it. People will buy that, and it's such a handy device. I'll Mini and just have my calls through VoIP and just run around with an iPad Mini rather than an iPhone. Because it's such a big device. Like let's just say they made one um, that 8 inches. That's the rumored inch, or that's the rumored size for the iPad Mini actually, and have it a small form factor, and you just have it on your one hand. Imagine just iPad Mini, and that's like your phone. That's the whole thing. That's crazy. And there's a lot of apps now that will replace your phone app, like a phone call through LTE, through your data, through 5G, and like once all these things is added to an iPad Mini, and that's it. That's it for the iPhone. But anyways, when Apple updates all the lineup of the iPad, I think that's the start when MacBooks will fade out, and people won't even miss the MacBook. I remember when the WWDC or sorry, the iPad event when Steve Jobs released the first iPad, and this was the time when it's super awkward. We have no idea what the iPad would do, and guess what? I bet you Apple and Steve Jobs himself didn't really know what the potential is for the iPad, but look at it now. That's amazing. We can literally do everything the MacBook can do on the iPad itself without having the bezels being thicker or having the device thicker. It's pretty much actually it's thinner now. That's amazing. So powerful. You could do all these things on it. So let me know what you think about the iPad Pro. Would it ever replace the MacBook, or do you agree with me that it's the MacBook Pro is pretty much on it starts of the end, it's the beginning of the end for the MacBook Pro, or do you think that the MacBook Pro has even more potential now because it's going to be an ARM-based device? Let me know in the comments below. And Apple actually is really excited with this ARM-based technology on the MacBook Pro because it actually helps them on the cost, I think, because the cost now for these ARM-based chips are a lot cheaper because they don't have to go to third party to to get their chips. They can just get it from. They'll just make it themselves, design it themselves. It's cost effective in the long run. It also gonna make room for batteries. It's such a small processor, and it's powerful nowadays compared to the i7 and the i9s. That's crazy to think that we're on that time now. What a time to be alive, really. We're on the time where iPads are as powerful or more powerful than the MacBooks. It can be hooked up and replace even a simple desktop all in one little tiny slate. There'll come a day when it's going to be thinner and it'll just be in our pockets. That's crazy. But we're coming too close. It's really dangerous driving right now. It's just raining so hard. So I'm going to cut it short this time. Sorry about that. But hopefully, my audio is much better today than the other 2 days. It's raining so hard right now in Edmonton. It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna show you my what's going on right now. There you go. That's how crazy it is right now in Edmonton. Ah, that's just gross. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Share this to your friends. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.